Hello world and welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I am your host Mecca. If it is your mission to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you, my soul friend, are in the right space, okay? I'm so excited about this video. I say it in every video because I am, okay? Because in this episode we are speaking about personal and spiritual development. And the topic of this video is how to detach. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, detaching. What is detaching? Why do you want to detach? What is this Mecca like? How to detach? Why do I even want to detach? First of all, let's talk about being attached. When you are attached to something too deep, too much, it can become a burden to you. You can become a slave of it, right? So for example, I know a lot of people can relate to like relationship things. Like you can get in a relationship and you can be so attached to your partner and just the relationship in general that other areas of your life begin to suffer, or you feel out of sync and out of alignment with yourself when they are not around, when they are not calling, when you don't know what they're doing, when you're not in their face, when you got to take a trip away from them and I have to take a trip away from you. You're so attached that you are not conscious of other things that is happening in your world because of this. You become a slave to the relationship. There's no harmony. There's no healthy balance in that area. So these happen with other areas of our lives. You can become attached to makeup. You can become attached to drinking. You can become attached to just working out too much. You can become attached to many things that once it probably start out as positive or maybe not so positive, but it ends up being a burden to you, and it ends up taking you out of a space of consciousness, and it takes the balance out of your life and the harmony. So yes, let's get into that. But before we get into this weekly soul food, honey, this drip, make sure you make it official. If you are not a family member here at Mecca Mastery TV, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss any updates, because I drop soul food every single Monday. Food for your soul. Okay, so for instance, right, let me just tell you, I like to start off with stories. Like, I am a lover, okay? I am that girl that wear her hearts on her sleeve. I'm that girl. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm such a lover. I love being in love. I love just the beauty of another human being that I decide to share my spirit and my space with, that my soul chooses their soul, right? I love that. I love smelling them, being up under them, kissing them, laying with them, going to get food with them, going to the gym with them, swimming with them, walking in the park with them, meditating with them, reading a book with them, filming a video with them, making money with them, creating a business with them, painting with them, making candles with them, going to the cafe with them. Like all of that, I love it, right? And I've gotten into spaces in my life where after every single relationship, I realized why the relationship went south is because I was so attached, right? I would get so attached in my relationship that I would forget about the rest of my life, right? Other areas of my life will begin to suffer. And then when other areas of my life begin to suffer, I start to look at where I've been giving most of my attention to, which is my relationship, and expecting them to fix this because this is where I've been anyway, and I'm not feeling fulfilled and in alignment with myself, and I've been over here, so you need to do something about it. But I don't do that anymore, and that's why I came here to talk to you about, because not only can this happen in relationships, this can happen in your business, this can happen in your friendships with your family, this can happen with material things as well. When you become attached to something to the point where it overtakes you, it overclouds you, where it's the driving force of your life, and it takes you away from other elements of your life, and you don't have that balance, like that healthy alignment. Because I don't want to say too much balance, because life is not really balanced. Like, it's like counterbalancing and balancing. I'll make another video on this, but it's like that healthy balance. Like your balance, what makes what balances what is this and what's here and what there's going to change throughout your journey. But throughout your journey, you always got to balance something. You might have more of this at this time, and then some of this and less of this, and then it goes like this. But at some point, it's balanced. It's not always like this, okay? So that's what I mean, right? It's not to the point where you are like completely tipping all over on one side, and then nothing is flowing at all in other areas. So you can become attached. So I'm going to tell you what I did to get detached, okay? First of all, the things that I did to get detached from anything, from me being attached to alcohol, to makeup, me being attached to my damn car, a place, okay, a way of being, to my business, because I was detached to my business for so long, and if I felt like I wasn't doing anything in my business, I didn't feel complete. That's what attachments do to you. When you are not in alignment with that thing, or that person, okay, or that situation, then you don't even feel complete. You feel lost. You can't even identify yourself, right? You don't even feel yourself because you're so used to this thing or this person, right, being in place. You are basing your character on that. And so this video is to help you detach, because when you are attached to something, it runs away from you, right? When you attach to money, it runs away from you. Soon as you become detached from money, that's when it starts flowing to you. When you give it space and let it breathe, it starts to flow to you. Even relationships, right? So for example, with my boyfriend in my relationship now, I give him space to breathe. It's times if I felt like I call him too much throughout the day, I would say, you know what, this is the last time I'm calling you until I go to sleep tonight, okay? This is the last time. I'm about to leave you alone because I called you 6 times already and it's only 12 o'clock p.m. No, get off of his line. He got shit to do too. You ain't got to call him every 5 minutes when you see something, because you want him to be in the moment with you here. Oh, look at this. They got this in the store. Oh, look at this. Or, did you know that they had this for rewards? Download their app. Girl, send that in a text message. So, when you are too attached to things, you're smothering it. You don't give it no room to breathe. And when you don't give something room to breathe, it runs away from you. That's the same thing with money. Same thing with your business. If you working on your business all day long from morning to night, okay, you're hovering over it, hovering over your sales, hovering over your content, hovering over your emails, hovering, always trying to do something with your business. You can never create the space, right? So you can have downloads as to what you need to do to move forward in your business, but also just create the space so your business can do what it needs to do. You didn't put the things in place. You didn't lay certain foundations for whatever it is you're trying to do in your business, right? Let it go. Leave it to spirit. So first of all, let's get into here's my 3 tips of how to detach. First one is this. You need to have the vibration of trust strong and active within you. Trust in yourself and trust in the universe. Trust in divine alignment. Because first things first, we are not in control of none of this. That's why I'm going to say that one time. We are not in control of none of this. We are not in control of how things play out. We control of, this is our desires, and these are the choices that I'm going to make towards getting our desires. But how it unfolds is not in our It's not in our makeup. That's up to spirit, creator, God, universe, Allah, air, energy, whatever you want to say, okay? However you want to label it. But whatever that created all of life, right? The energy that created all of us and all things on this planet, right? And the galaxies and all of that, okay? He, she, him, they, it's in control. It's in control, not you. And you have to have trust. And to build trust is to first affirm that you trust yourself. Go through affirmations. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust in divine guidance, or I trust in God. I trust in the universe. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you, right? Once you say that, you trust, while you are in a space of trust and you really start to believe in that, right? You'll start to see it manifest. You can come away and step away from something after you planted the seed and allow it to do what it needs to do, right? Also building trust and strengthening that vibration of trust. It's also doing things to show trust, right? So for example, I'm planting a new garden right now for myself, a spring garden. So I planted the seeds, and what do? I'm watering them. So some of my lettuce have sprouted, some of my kale has sprouted, but none of my spinach has sprouted. But guess what? Just because none of my spinach has sprouted yet, does that mean that I'm just going to take it out of the pot, throw it away, or plot some seeds, right? Repot some seeds, okay? Or take the dirt out and whatever. No, I'm going to keep watering it I'm going to keep watering it and trust that it's going to grow. That eventually one of these days when I walk in the morning and I'm ready to, water them, that one day I'm going to see a green little leaf pop up like, hi, I'm here, right? That's trust. Trusting is I'm going to do what I need to do. Okay, I'm going to nurture whatever it is that I need to nurture in the best way I can possible with every inch of me, with all I got inside of me, and I'm going to leave the rest to the universe. That is how you do that. That's the first thing. The second thing of how to detach is to sit down with yourself with a pen and paper. Highly recommend that you journal. Y'all know I love journaling. I talk about journaling a lot. I keep my journal literally near me. If I don't journal, if I don't have my journal with me, I just use my notepad on my phone or my laptop if I'm on the go and I don't have a piece of paper. But I highly recommend paper and pen. If you see anything moving around, it's my cat. It's Faith. She likes to be all up in the camera when I'm filming for some reason. So we just going to let her do what she needs to do because she just likes doing whatever she wants and she can. So, yes, the next thing is to journal, to sit down with yourself and ask yourself those questions as far as, these things that I have attachments with in my life. Why do I have attachments with them? And what is it that they are feeding me? What is the attachment, right? What is the attachment and what am I gaining through being attached to this? And how can I, right, give this to myself without being so attached to this? So, for example, for my boyfriend, I'm attached to my boyfriend, right? If I'm attached to my boyfriend, why am I attached to him, right? And what is the issue right now? Well, I'm attached to him. I'm talking to him all day. I'm not getting anything done. Blah, 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 blah. I'm taking up his time and my time. I haven't danced. I haven't journaled. I haven't read. I haven't did the things I needed to do. There's 3 paintings I should be working on. I haven't worked on them. I haven't took that trip because I'm so attached to him. So why am I attached to him? Because it feels like home, because it feels loving, because I can communicate well with him, because, it feels blissful, because it makes me feel sensual. Well, in my journal, and I would say, what can I do for myself on my own to get that same result, to feel sensual, to feel loving, okay, to have communication, to communicate good without him being so much in the picture, right? So then I'll come up with things as far as I can dance to a sensual song, I can do a yoni steam, I can take a sensual bath, okay, I can sit outside by nature and just think, beautiful thoughts and listen to Sade, okay? I can go on a trip. I can do self-love things. I can take myself on a dinner date, okay? For communication, I can get a therapist, or I can journal, or I can record in my voice notes and communicate with myself, or I can get a friend group, or talk to a friend instead of calling him, or call my mom, or talk to myself. You get what I'm saying? So you have to sit down and have dialogue with yourself, and doing that is the best thing is having pen and paper, right? When you sit down and you have dialogue with yourself with that pen and paper, baby, you discover so much about yourself, but you not only are you learning about yourself, but you're able to work out these kinks and get to understand yourself better, right? So you can make better decisions for yourself. Because a lot of the reasons why things don't flow for us in our lives is because we're just not looking at how we are showing up, because we don't even understand ourselves and what we need, right? We can be just lashing out at everything and everybody else, asking people for X, Y, Z, and getting on their nerves and not realizing that it's something that we can be giving to ourselves. So that's the second thing. The third way to detach, stop identifying with it. Stop basing your character on it, right? Stop basing your character on it. You are beautiful without these things or without that person, even though it's something that you want in your life, but it doesn't make up who you are. You make up who you are. If you're so attached to a person, for example, like a relationship, right? Who are you before the relationship? Imagine yourself being full without the relationship. Not saying that you need to get rid of your partner, for example, but just imagine yourself being full and enjoying life without the relationship, right? Because sometimes you can become a burden to a person because of that. Because you just look at them for everything, for their emotional support, for a shoulder to lean on, for conversation, for advice, to be the therapist, like what? Like, no. Same thing, let's say makeup. These are examples I'm using because these are experiences that I've had. Makeup, right? You are everything. You are still beautiful without that makeup. The makeup don't make you. It's just an accessory to who you are, right? It don't make you. It's an accessory to who you are. You are still beautiful. People gonna look past your blush on your face, or your eyelashes, or your lipstick, or your contour, or whatever, or your hair, whatever it is that you have an attachment to. People can see energy, right? Yeah, you might show up one way, but that's you. You only do something because you want to do it. I'm sure you've had that in your life plenty of times, that you met people and yeah, externally it was one thing, okay? Externally it was one thing. Yeah, y'all got on well externally, like, okay, you seen them like this, or in this respect, or in this way, in this shape and form, you know what I'm saying? And they look real good, but you feel their energy, and their energy was off. And it don't matter how much money they have, or what they drove, or how they dress, the energy was off. You felt the energy. And just, that's the last thing I want to say to you. Don't forget that you are an energy being having a human experience. Your energy is doing all the talking. You don't have to chase anything. Sit on your throne. It's about attachment. I'm sorry, not attachment. It's about alignment, right? You don't have to go and chase anything or force anything. Whatever you want, if you are a vibration of it already, it will come to you. I'm going to say that again. Whatever you want, if you are already a vibrational match to it, it will come to you. And if you are forcing it, to be in your space, in your life, that means it's not for you. It's not really serving you. It's not in alignment with you if you got to force it. If you got to call somebody 10,000 times in order to talk to them, baby, 9 times out of 10, you shouldn't be talking to them, because they probably don't want to talk to you. Or you need to not talk to them so they can learn how to pick up the phone, and so they can learn how to be that person to initiate. But how can they ever learn how to initiate if you're the one that's always calling, right? Do not chase. Sit on your throne. Become what you want. You want money? You want to be abundant? Look at all the abundance around you. Tap into the abundance of nature. Tap into the abundance of food. Tap into the abundance of your body, right? Feel the vibration of how it will feel to have all that money that you want. How it will feel to be at ease, financially free. Feel that, right? You want love? Become your own soulmate. Love on yourself. Love what's already in your life. Love the parents that you have. Love your children. Love your neighbors. Love the trees. Get into the vibration of love. And then what you want, as far as like a loving relationship with the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever, your intimate partner, that will be attracted to you, because you are already a vibrational, you are already vibrationally in sync with the vibration of love. So nothing will come to you but love. Okay? Right. Whew, I love that. This was a good video. I love it. I love it. And so with that being said, I hope you love this video and you share this with somebody that you care about, because we always say here on Mecca TV, baby, that sharing is caring. Okay. And so I'm a coach. If you guys didn't know, I'm a coach. If you want to talk to me on the phone, you can jump on the phone with me for an hour. If you need any guidance or advice or anything like that, you can click the link in the description box below. Pick my brain sessions and book your session. Or if you just want a quick, like, hey Mecca, blah, 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 blah. Or if you want to give me some advice or a testimony, you can always email me at meccabookings@gmail.com. Also, if you're on social media, make sure you follow me on all these social media platforms. Stay connected with me, because I'll be updating on my social media, baby. It goes down. It goes down in the DM. Okay, I guess. But yes, social media. And make sure you check out the website, meccafreeman.com, or click the link in the description box below. It's plenty of links of all the food for your soul, honey. I got 21-day healing plans if you want to start your spiritual journey. We have beginner's meditation guide if you're trying to learn how to meditate. Manifestation guides if you're trying to manifest and you don't know where to start to do your manifestation rituals. If you need to get your shit together and you feel all over the place, you need to sit down and just discover what your desires are and just get into a space of what is my vision right now for this time and space of my life. We got all of that and so much more. So check all of that out. And until next time, I see you in the next episode with peace of Becca. And as I always say here, you, my soul friend, you go out into the world, you kick a whole lot of action and alignment. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do anything, because you can do whatever you put your soul to. I'm sending my love, gratitude, energy, good ass vibes your way. Until next time, I see you in the next episode with peace and love.